Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies or television. I'm your host, Christian, like the religion. Joined with me is Joseph.
Hey, hello.
And Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Back again, buddy.
We're talking a little lower because we're in a different environment.
There are children here.
We have to be quiet. My kids are sleeping.
We're not subdued. We're doing this on purpose.
We're going for our best NPR impression.
Yeah.
Hope we get picked up for syndication. Ian, you got some news for us, buddy?
Yeah, so there's actually some cool stuff happening. Couple cool trailers. The first one is the John Wick trailer. Came out. It takes place, like you said, right after the second John Wick, and where they declared he's I don't know. They basically excommunicated him. That's what it is, excommunicated from that hotel thing. And there's a $10 million bounty on his head. And it looks like, everyone's trying to kill him. The people from the second one are back. Lawrence Fishburne is like I forget. He's like the Bowery King. And then Ian McShane's back. So it looks like and then Halle Berry's like the new character. And I think the villain I read is the bad guy, is the Japanese guy in Last Samurai. He's in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
So he's going to be the villain. So I'm sure there'll be some cool karate stuff, but what did you guys
It's just funny. The plot to all these movies have been exactly the same. It's like, oh, no, John Wick, let's send everybody after him. Second movie, oh, John Wick, let's send everybody after him. It's like, it's the same
Why weren't these assassins in on the first? They can only be worse at this point, right?
Especially the second one, the whole plot is the guy takes out a huge bounty on John Wick, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, where were these people with the last bounty?
Yeah.
I love the second one. Has one of my favorite hand-to-hand action fights with Common.
It's incredible.
And John Wick right outside of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it.
Which is also followed up by a great scene where once they get in the hotel, they're like, none of this. They go sit down at the bar and have a drink together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, if no one's familiar with John Wick, it's like it's not a graphic novel, but it's like a comic book world in that like assassins are kind of like this fraternity, and there's a hotel where they have to like act by the rules.
The Continental?
Yeah, the Continental, and like there's like medallions that mean certain things, and like you take out blood oaths. Like there's a lot to it. They've established a cool mythology. Mm-hmm. I think they're doing a spin-off called the Continental on Stars or something. So
yeah, I saw that too.
So they're taking it into it.
I'm sure Lance Reddick would be in for it. Yeah. What else is he doing?
I know. Lance Reddick, I liked him. The Wire.
Yeah. I like those movies. I'm excited for the third one.
I'm excited.
The trailer
about
looks fun.
We'll see.
John shooting people on horseback.
Yes.
And they announced the next thing is an announcement on a new movie is Ghostbusters 3.
Yep.
Jason Reitman's going to direct it. He's the son of Ivan, who directed the two originals.
Yes.
He doesn't announce any plot or cast yet. He said it's going to be a continuation of the first two. I'm thinking it's going to be what everyone does now, the soft reboot.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same movie but different. You know what I mean? As the original one, and I'm okay with that. The other bit of news is they are going to ignore the woman's Ghostbuster from 2016. He did say, "Hey, I respect the hell out of that movie and Paul Feig, but they're going to continue on." And I think it's the right thing to do because he's related. He's the son of the director.
Yeah.
Seems like he has the blessing of Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. I mean. Are you guys Ghostbuster fans?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm a big Ghostbusters fan.
I don't have strong feelings about this. I didn't really care that they remade the all-female one. And in my mind, because I don't have an attachment, I'm like, why are we still doing Ghostbusters movies? But I wondered if you, Christian, because you have a special that holds a special place in your heart, have a different perspective on it.
Well, so let me backtrack a little bit. Ghostbusters 1, my all-time favorite movie.
Really?
I love that movie. And I liked Ghostbusters 2016. I know a lot of people, didn't. To me, Ghostbusters 2016 is no worse than Ghostbusters 2.
And you like Ghostbusters 2.
And I like Ghostbusters 2.
I like Ghostbusters 2.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The plot's pretty dumb. It's got a really bad villain in it. But, it's fine. And I think the 2016 one is fine. But I'm excited to see, mostly because I just think it's cool that Jason Reitman's coming in and, doing what his dad did.
It's the right voice. And he's not like some nobody. He's directed a bunch of movies that is escaping me now. But he's done work. So, he knows what he's doing.
He has these things where he does, he'll take a classic script and he'll do a live table read and he'll recast all the parts and stuff like that and give all the proceeds to charity. And he's done Ghostbusters before, and in that cast he had Seth Rogen and Ben Stiller, and those are all people that I think would be fine in a new one too. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It comes out next year. The script's already written. There's already a trailer for it. The trailer's just simply the Ecto-1. But
so he's done Juno.
Yeah.
With Ellen Page. He's done Thank You for Smoking. I think that's a George Clooney movie.
No, that's with
Aaron Eckhart.
And he did Up in the Air.
Up in the Air.
Which is so depressing. It's the most depressing movie I've ever seen.
All
That's
three
George
of those
Clooney,
movies.
right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah, it's George
Clooney.
Clooney.
And then Young Adult. So he's done
I've
a few
never
things.
seen that one.
So
Yeah.
this is different, though. That's a lot of drama. So, I mean, this will be... What I did hear about it is it's going to focus on a 12-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl. Makes me think maybe the son of original Ghostbusters and daughters.
I don't know. By this point, they'd be significantly older than that, though. Because
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. Oscar, and Sigourney Weaver's son in the second one. And I thought, Oscar would be the main character. But,
Be too old.
yeah, he can't play a 12 or 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, given the track record you just put out there, I am more excited about it because he tends to strike a good balance between kind of like heartfelt stuff and also just like funny,
Yeah.
Yep.
enjoyable stuff.
There is humor in Up in the Air. It's pretty depressing.
Yeah, but the whole end result of that movie is just so ugh.
Yeah. Juno is fantastic.
Yeah.
Juno's great. That's funny.
I love Thank You for Smoking.
I
too.
like Thank You for Smoking too.
I would, we'll see how it goes. No one's signed on to this. It's important to know. So I want to know if Bill Murray's going to do it.
From what I understand, all three of the living ones are going to be.
Oh,
in
is
it.
that true? Okay, I didn't know that.
As
Okay.
soon as it got announced, I know for a fact that Ernie Hudson and Dan Aykroyd both already said they were in it.
They'll do fucking anything.
Yeah, what else are they going to do?
But Bill Murray's the one. He's been picky about it in the past. So, but I think he was actually in the woman's one.
He is.
So
He's
not
a
that picky.
horrible character.
He'll definitely be in it. All right. So moving on is Mission Impossible. They announced that Chris McQuarrie's going to come back. He's going to direct the 2 back-to-back movies. They love the back-to-back movies now in Hollywood.
I think they're worried that at some point Tom Cruise's body will be unable to
Just get him
do
out there.
more crazy things.
Now, and when Jones wrote in the news, he wrote Mission Impossible 7 and 8. That's the first time I've seen that. That's jarring how many movies there are. So they need to stick to the subtitles and don't go 7 and 8. I don't know. I don't know what else Tom Cruise can do. Like, how do you top what he did in 6,
I know,
Oh
man.
yeah, stunt-wise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But and then he did mention that he wants to bring Alec Baldwin back and Henry Cavill in flashbacks, which I'd be cool with. I really think they need a AAA actor villain. Like, you need famous. I want someone super famous as the villain.
I know they set up before they spoiler alert hit him with a helicopter. They set up Henry Cavill so good as kind of this like returning guy with an axe to grind.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed him in that movie. I'm kind of sad that they
One of the best mustaches in cinema.
absolutely.
He was great.
No doubt.
I mean, it's sad that he's gone, but he had the best death I think I've ever seen on screen.
Oh yeah. and Tom Cruise, like I said, I love it. He uses his Mission Impossible 2 rock climbing in that situation to save himself. It's the best. Chris McQuarrie, though, that's a big get for them. I know that, I read that he declined a bunch of DC stuff to come back and do Mission Impossible.
I mean, it seems like he and Tom Cruise are meant for each other because they just love to do this crazy, insane shit.
I know.
That I don't know that I don't know who else he would be able to, what other actor would be on board with doing it, or what other movies he'd be able to do all these things for.
I mean, if they offered him Green Lantern, bring Tom Cruise in.
That's so true.
You know
Good
what I
point.
mean? But yeah, you're right. We'll see. And then there's speculation of Pokemon movies in development. Jones, you know more about this than me. I hear they're going to Red and Blue. Maybe you're saying as a live action.
So I think the studio is legendary making.
Yep, definitely.
The Detective Pikachu movie, but I think after the positive buzz that came after the trailer,
Yep.
they are already gears are turning on what else we can do. Because
Yep.
if there's anything that can be the next cinematic universe, oddly enough, it's probably Pokemon.
It's possible, yeah.
Because you can make a lot of different stories in that Pokemon universe. But the two that apparently,
Also, you can make a lot of G and PG specifically.
for sure, and make a ton of money.
Yeah.
The two that I heard that were kind of gears started turning on, one was based upon Mewtwo. There's even rumor that they're going to introduce him in Detective Pikachu so that they could spin off and do a movie about him later on. And if anyone's seen Pokemon the movie, they know Mewtwo's got some dramatic strings. The other one being a film version of Pokemon Red and Blue, which were the first video games that were released in the United States, which the show, I guess, is loosely based on. But Red is a way better character than Ash Ketchum, and I don't know. I'm excited for both.
And you said there was like an Japanese animation of Red and Blue that's already been done.
Oh, it's called Pokemon Origins.
Okay,
it's like a 4-part anime series, and it's a direct adaptation of Pokemon Red, and it's outstanding. It definitely could show you how that story could work in a 2-hour time frame.
I mean, I think that's a great idea. Like, I think they're starting to tap into video games as like movies as either cartoons, because I know they're doing a Sonic movie, and I know Illumination's doing Mario.
Yep.
So like
Illumination's doing
the Despicable Me
damn
people.
it.
So like it's coming. You're gonna get
hate Illumination.
There's
so
a
much.
wave of video game stuff I feel like coming, but what I remember most about Pokemon growing up is that TV animation series.
Yeah.
So if you remake something like that in live action, I think a lot of people are going to go.
I mean, honestly, with Mewtwo, we talked about this. If you just remake Pokemon the movie, like that affects me to this day. I think about it every once in a while with all the Pokemon crying, with Ash Ketchum turned to stone and stuff. Oh, yeah.
I bought it for my 28th birthday
Good
2 years
man.
ago. Like, I wanted it so bad, and
We're
totally
adults.
that scene is so sad.
But I honestly, if they just redid that with live action and the CGI and notable actors, I think you could just do that and make good money.
Yeah.
But
It'll be interesting to see. I mean,
who would be a great Ash Ketchum?
Yeah. See, here's the thing about the live action movies that you have to get away from the show is it cannot be a 10-year-old.
Oh, I was going to say, I was thinking one of the Stranger Things kids.
See, I could be down with Finn Wolfhard or whatever, but the thing is, like in Pokemon, the first line of the show is in Kanto, or are they in Kanto or Johto, whatever, which one they're in. When children turn 10 years old, they're allowed to choose a Pokemon and become their journey to a Pokemon path. No 10-year-old has any business walking around the wilderness by themselves with wild animals.
That's true. You're right.
This is Dad Christian.
You got to age it up a little bit.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe even like 15 or 16.
16, yeah.
That's fine. So the Stranger Things kids, probably fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea.
I like it.
Any of the kids from It.
Yeah, they're all the same. The Stranger Things kids and It kids are the same. No one has proven me wrong yet. And the last thing is, and kind of transitions to our topic, is the Far From Home trailer came out, Spider-Man Far From Home, and it's Peter Parker. It's post Infinity War, so it's it spoils Infinity War.
Well, here's the thing.
Post in-game.
I'm going to tell you from my personal experience of working with idiots. A lot of them do not understand that it takes place after Infinity War, so they're like, "Oh, this must be before," because he disappeared.
Well, okay, so Kevin Feige has come out and said it's post Infinity War.
I mean, it's
but you're right. Most
not,
people probably do think it's like it's a prequel,
right?
And that's probably working. But I know Marvel was really angry that Sony released this. They wanted them to wait is way closer to because they don't want Infinity War to get spoiled. I mean, the lack of marketing, you know what I mean, and it's been very hush hush.
Yeah.
But this trailer is cool. It's Peter Parker. He's like, I'm trying to get out of New York. I'm trying to not be Spider-Man. I'm going on a summer vacation. He's going to Europe, and it looks like he's in Venice at some point. Probably goes to like a couple, I'm sure, cities with his classmates, and he runs into Nick Fury. And then
Nick Fury tracks him down.
Yeah, Nick Fury
Nick
Fury tracks him down, and that's great. Like, I really want in these new phase movies, like the upcoming Marvel movies, like don't do big ones, like a million superheroes, but pair off randoms. Do a movie with like 2 at a time. You know what I mean? Like the third Thor movies like that with Hulk and Thor.
I mean, Spider-Man is he's fun to pair with almost anybody.
Yeah, because like the first one you paired him with Iron Man, so this one Nick Fury. So I think that's a good mix. You know what I mean? From a fun guy to like a serious mentor. And Maria Hill, Phil Coulson. But at the end of the trailer, nonetheless, is Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio is kind of fighting like looks like a Hydra Man.
Yeah.
Or a Sandman, which are common Spider-Man villains, which have been done.
I have a theory about this.
What do you think?
In the trailer, you see Molten Man, Hydra Man, and what looks to be Sandman. I'm not sure if it is. I think they're all Mysterio's creations.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had also had that same thought.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think they're really there. I think that's all Mysterio to make himself seem like a superhero.
Yep.
But we did see our first full look at Mysterio, fishbowl and all. Mm-hmm. Looks good.
But he's so handsome without the fishbowl.
He's got a bad haircut.
Yeah, I don't care. He's still a very handsome man.
Yeah, he looks. I mean, they did the suits
The
right out of
costume
comics.
looks really good.
Yeah, they're not running away from it, and they're embracing it, which is cool.
It somehow doesn't look as dumb as it should look.
Yeah, I know, right? It kind of like works.
Yeah.
The effect, like the special effects look good from what I was seeing.
His costume reminds me of Ozymandias' costume in Watchmen.
Okay.
In the movie. But I was shocked to see the fishbowl, the helmet. His powers look cool in the movie.
Yep.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Like I think and I think you're right because his powers are probably going to like work with his enemies. You know what I mean? It's all in a special.
He's going to be what's the guy from the first Incredibles?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Syntron or Syndrome.
He is going to be Syndrome, except he won.
I actually read an IGN article that made that case.
Oh really?
Yeah. So you're not the first one, but yeah, that's exactly what.
Fuck you, IGN.
But I'm excited for it because after Into the Spider-Verse and Homecoming, like I kind of want Spider-Man out of New York. Like I need a change of pace. Like Spider-Man in New York has been done to death. So I think Marvel's also recognizing the New York Spider-Man fatigue. Mm-hmm. So this is the right move, I think.
No, I mean it looks good. Obviously I'm a big fan of Spider-Man Homecoming, and I like these characters. I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
The music was great.
I have nothing but positive excitement for this movie.
Yep, looking forward to it. Can't get here soon enough. I will say on the before or after Endgame Infinity War debate, if Endgame is a time travel story like we all claim it to be, this movie could take place right after Endgame ends, but also before Infinity War. Both could be true. If the snap never happens.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
We'll see. I have a feeling that, it seems to me if Mysterio is trying to become a fake superhero, it seems to me that whatever happens in Infinity War, we're going to lose a bunch of heroes. There's a void that needs filled. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
So he's rising to and he sees a potential there to make money or whatever. And I think that makes me think that we're going to lose a bunch of people post Infinity War.
And how can Marvel
post Endgame? I'm sorry.
Yeah, how can Marvel just keep bringing in these like top-notch actors to play these villains, like Michael Keaton as Vulture,
and he's in that movie too.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to play out.
It's because it's the best way to get a paycheck going forward.
That's fair.
So, and we all know that this is leading to they sound a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to think Sinister Six is probably the third one, right?
Probably.
That's the only way I think he could go, and
I
keep all these people around. I think,
considering, like you said, considering the amount of characters, if they continue to stay with Marvel, you could do anything. He could be with anybody else doing something else. Mm-hmm. It may not be a Spider-Man movie. I don't know. There are a lot of options with the amount of characters that they have.
If I had to
Spider-Man
pick one,
interactions,
Kraven the Hunter. Would be
we've talked about this.
That would be so good. That'd be so good.
I'm kind of sad that it's not Kraven in Europe because I love the idea of like him leaping through like London rooftops.
Yeah,
I know.
Around
it makes
Paris,
sense.
like on the roofs.
That would be so cool.
You could have worked. Yeah,
we should have made that movie.
No, that should have been our pitch.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the news.
All right. So join us a little later this week, kind of with the announcement of Mysterio in the new Spider-Man movie. We're gonna take a second and at least right some personal wrongs of opinions that I've had about Jake Gyllenhaal's career. And see if we can figure out what his best performance up to this point has been. But in the meantime, thank you guys for listening. Please rate and subscribe. Tell your friends. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at betterthantransformers@gmail.com. You can also reach us at Real Phonies on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. And we'll see you guys later this week.